The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the bustling town of Ujjain, a young girl named Priya lived with her father, who was a potter. Priya loved her father's pottery and admired the intricate designs he created. One evening, she watched him molding clay on his wheel, and an idea sparked in her mind. "Papa, I want to make a pot just like you," she exclaimed. Her father smiled and said, "That's wonderful, Priya. But remember, pottery is an art that takes patience and practice. Are you ready for the journey?" "Yes, Papa," Priya replied eagerly. The next morning, her father set up a small wheel for her and handed her a lump of clay. Priya's eyes sparkled with excitement as she began shaping the clay. But the moment she pressed it too hard, the clay collapsed into a mushy heap. She tried again, but it either wobbled or cracked. Frustrated, Priya slumped in her chair. "I'll never make a pot like you, Papa. It's too hard." Her father gently placed his hand on her shoulder and said, "Priya, do you see the beautiful pots in my shop?" "Yes," she mumbled. Every one of them began as a shapeless lump of clay. They became beautiful through many steps, molding, drying, and firing in the kiln. The first step is always messy, but it's also the most important. Without it, there would be no pots at all. Priya nodded thoughtfully. Encouraged by her father's words, she decided to try again. Each day, Priya practiced on her wheel. At first, her pots were uneven and small, but with each attempt, they improved. Her father taught her how to center the clay, shape it evenly, and smooth out the edges. One day, after weeks of practice, Priya finally made her first proper pot. It wasn't perfect, but it stood tall and proud. She beamed with joy as she painted it with vibrant colors. Her father smiled and said, "See, Priya. You've taken the first steps on your journey to becoming a potter. Each step brings you closer to your dream." Over time, Priya's pots became better and better. Eventually, her father displayed them in his shop, and customers marveled at her designs. Every great achievement begins with a single, often imperfect, step. Like Priya, we all face challenges at the start of a journey, but perseverance and consistent effort can lead to success. The story reminds us, no matter how daunting the goal, the first step is what sets everything in motion. Take it, and the rest will follow.